We've decided as an office to program $375,000 from our office account towards this. It's upside down.
Oh wait, it's all
no, you're going to come up, and Richard's going to come up, and other board members, because it can be a really beautiful thing for the community. We're going to have landscaping, maybe a little furniture, some irrigation. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful stretch of, when you drive through Beverly Hills and you see that little parkland alongside Santa Monica Boulevard, it's not going to look precisely like that. The vegetation will be different, but that's kind of the idea. So if board members could come up, I want to present you guys with this check. And our neighborhood advisors, I know Matt, you're on that. Or come on forward. So come on up, everybody. All right.
Hey, Jeff. Okay. Wait, everybody in there. Yeah, it's all in. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you can't see him.
We take our that's good.
All right. Wait, don't go. It may not be stuff.
That's good.
It may not work.
It's a major project, and I think everyone's going to be proud of it, and I'm very proud of the community-based group that has been doing the organizing and the planning. You asked me to speak about public safety issues tonight. I don't want to go on and on about them, but I do want to highlight one particular issue for you that I've been working on for literally 6 years now. 6 years ago, it came to light that the LAPD was throwing out old rape kits. A rape kit is evidence that's collected from a woman following a rape, and it was put in typically into a freezer that the LAPD held on to. And 6 years ago, it came to light that the LAPD, when these rape kits were sitting on the shelf too long, that the LAPD was throwing them out. It was a pretty outrageous thing when it came to light. I helped institute a new policy at the LAPD, a non-destruction policy for all of their rape evidence. Only problem is there was a lot of resistance for many, many years to the proposals I put forward to pay for more scientists to test these rape kits, because we have the technology to do the testing, and we also have a large statewide database now of DNA from basically bad guys in state prison, that we can make a lot of these cases. Over the years, I was successful at adding funds to the city budget to hire new criminalists and to test some of these rape kits, but never as successful as I wanted to be. This year, just in the past couple months, I was fortunate, and I think we all were fortunate, that the mayor, the chief of the police, and the city council finally approved my plan to eliminate the backlog in rape kits. There's 7,000 rape kits in the freezers that the LAPD maintains. I was actually in the freezers as recently as Friday. There are actually 73,000 other items of evidence in those freezers. There are 80,000 items of evidence in the LAPD freezers that have some biological evidentiary significance. So now, for the first time, the city of LA has a policy which will result in the testing of each of those rape kits. We're going to eliminate the backlog. We're going to fully staff the crime lab, which is something I've long wanted to do. And I really credit the LAPD for one other thing, which is they have this old crime lab space in this old sort of yucky building downtown called Piper Tech, and they were planning on moving out of it. And I asked them not to move out of it. said, if you have lab space, let's fully staff all of it, including the old lab space, which frankly is not that nice to work in. So they're going to do that, and I'm very excited. In January, we'll have the first set of our new hires coming on board, working as criminalists in the LAPD. It's one of those issues, and this is going to unfortunately be a theme at all levels of government over the next several years, which are really resources-based. Government doesn't have the money to do the job that it needs to do. And so what happens is people make decisions about what their priorities are. I've always thought that apprehending violent predators should be our #1 public safety priority. And this year, the mayor, the chief, and the council agreed, and I'm really pleased we're going to see results in that area. You usually have a large stack of questions, and I think it's better for me to get to the questions. There's one more final presentation. We'll make this easy. I'll give this to Richard. When I come to the toy drive, these days I come on my bike, and so it's sort of hard to bring bulky items. But I wanted to make sure that our council office did as much as we could this year for the toy drive, precisely because this is a hard year for charities, and everybody knows that. It's a hard year for nonprofits, and so we're going to donate $1,000 from our General Community Purposes Fund in our council office to the nonprofit that is associated with the Soha toy drive. We can't give the money straight to Soha, and we're not going to buy $1,000 worth of toys, but we are going to give $1,000 to the nonprofit that you do the toy drive with. And so in recognition of that, Richard, here's this. He is,
Why don't you just make the check out to me?
How'd you come out?
I have to tell you guys that I represent, it's now probably 300,000 people, or close to that, dozens and dozens of neighborhoods, dozens and dozens of neighborhood organizations. And I can't think of one that has as simple, as selfless, as successful, and really as good-spirited a program as the yearly toy drive. It has no political connotation, and it frankly helps people more often than not who aren't in this community at all. And it's a wonderful institution, and much to the dismay of some people on my staff, I'll be showing up in my bike shorts again this year. Anyway.
Person from the Department of she's here, now in charge of it.
Oh, good. Well, we'll give you the check too later on. Why don't we get straight to the lightning round part of the evening, Richard, and let's fire away.
Not actually, just. And if you have questions that you have not written out, you know, write them out, and Jules will pick them up. Because Jules is walking and walking around.
That's a good question. Well, that's a good question. Let me answer that.